Hey guys, what's going on? Mr. Mom. Just hanging out at the greenhouse today, putting some plants in. Got a shipment in today and just kind of filling up some plants. You know, got some Amazon swords. These, I didn't get all these today, obviously. A lot of the plants are still in my holding tanks at the house, but got some red flame swords out here in the greenhouse doing well. I think back there some Ludwigii ovalis. It's looking good. Some Cuba. Look at the Cuba, guys, in the greenhouse. That's what your Cuba should look like. A little bit of blue hydro. We just got some random stuff out here, guys, just to see how it grows. Look at the stargrass. Trying to get the stargrass to grow out, and it actually looks like it's doing a hell of a job out here in the greenhouse. There's some Amazon swords that we're not selling, that were really beat up when we got them in, that we're trying to bring back out here. Some repins. Look at the repins, guys. Look how gigantic the repins are. So that's, you know, bunch of different tanks in here, guys, that aren't really doing much of, you know, really holding a lot of product. There's a bunch of wisteria right there, and that's what it looks like when we get it in from our supplier. I just put that stuff in today. It's all immersed growth, and we're going to let that sit for a couple weeks out here, and it's going to do fine. I mean, even the Ammonia gracilis out here, guys, is doing really great. Sorry the tanks are so dirty. I actually just did a water change in this tank, so that's why it's so dirty. Let's go to a different tank. This tank's got virtually nothing in it, but I do have these giant micro swords, guys. If you got a bigger tank and you look for a background like a 55, 75, something bigger than that, even like a tall tank, like a, you know, like a 37 gallon or something, these giant micro swords would be an awesome background plant. So, and then of course that tank is completely packed full of plants. So just a quick shot of the greenhouse, guys. I am out here doing some work for you. Bunch of willow moss floating, growing out here. Bunch of Java moss out here. So yeah, we got it going on, guys. I'm going to click over to the house, and let's go in the house and take a look at some other plants here. Just want to talk about something real quick in the 40 long here. Kind of switched up my FERT program that I'm using on the 40 long. Instead of, I was using the Seachem Aqua Vitro line, which, you know, pretty good FERTs, guys. I mean, they are kind of spendy. They're pretty expensive. I mean, I'm not going to lie. You all know that. You're looking at like 10 bucks a bottle for that Aqua Vitro stuff. But if you can afford it, it is a good product. So, but with that being said, guys, I did switch to some the EI, you know, method, the dry FERT method, which is basically, you know, you're looking at the stuff like this, which is the Plantex, you know, and you're looking at all these dry FERTs right here. This is basically this is basically the system that I went to right here. And this is the EI method. And this is a pretty, oh, by the way, guys, well, I got the camera down here. Madagascar lace plants in the store, guys. Violently. God, there's so many Madagascar lace plants in the store. It's not even worth talking about, so I won't. I did get a bunch of red and green tiger lotus, too. Look how red that guy is. So looking good too. Bunch of red and green tiger lotus. Some of them are still attached to bulbs. Some of them aren't. But even in bare root form, guys, you plant that stuff and it's going to grow violently. So I've got some Apuntidin crispus. That stuff's awesome, guys. Great background plant. Some bacopa or moneywort, whatever you want to call it. Got a whole bunch of that. Bunch of new stuff in the store, guys. Go check it out. I don't need to tell you about that. You know where to go. There's a bunch of new stuff in there. You know we always bring you new stuff, guys. So just go look at it. If you're interested in buying plants, go look at the store. You don't need to be told every time. So, but anyway, I switched to the dry FERTs, and I got to say, guys, I'm starting to, I mean, it's been about a week only, and I'm really starting to like the difference that I'm seeing. In fact, it's growing so violently that my Ammonia gracilis is actually coming unrooted. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously the fish did that. Probably one of these guys, because they were getting all fired up earlier, hunting for cherry shrimp in the pearlweed carpet, which I got to say, guys, is doing very, very triumphantly well. Got to pull this crypts out of here. This was just a crypt that just came out of nowhere. It likes it in here, though. It likes to go in here and pearl. Likes to do a little pearling action. I mean, look at the Rotala indica in here, guys. I just trimmed this down, and it's already violently growing up again. Look at the pearl action. Focus. There you go. It's pearling, guys. Get some pearling going on. You know what Rotala indica does, guys. Go in the store and get you some Rotala indica, too. Let's knock the pearl off. Pentatophyta, still looking for that. That's it, guys. I'm not going to take up any more of your time. Thanks for, coming in, looking at my shaky camera work. I appreciate that. Maybe I'll bust a tripod out here eventually. So, there it is, guys. J-Flesh Tanks, Mr. Mom Tanks. FiredUpAquatics.net, guys. A lot of new plants in the store. Or did I already say that? I think I did. There you go, guys. Peace.